Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. And tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Utah Jazz. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello. On our sideline, David Aldridge. At this early stage of the season, Coach, what do you put the most importance on?
Well, just figuring out team chemistry is big at this point. You have to determine which players work best together. Then you can start finalizing rotations.
Now, here is Russell. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
You got to make sure that you're stationary and set when you're going to set a screen. Any kind of movement typically will draw the whistle.
Yeah, he made things easy for the ref right there. Clear offensive foul on the pick.
Johnson, the pass to Elliott. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And so Stockton will bring it up for Utah. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, last year they ran away with the season series, getting the better of them every time they met.
Which sets this first game up to be very interesting. We'll see how much has changed between these two in the offseason.
And the basket by Johnson.
The teardrop, just a wonderful shot to have in your bag.
Stockton outside. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Lets it go from 11. And there's Karl Malone on the assist by Stockton.
Boy, Malone has a deadly jump shot, especially from the mid-range. Doesn't get any better watching him knock that down.
Johnson, the pass to Robinson. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
He'll normally convert on that finish. The defense got lucky.
Stolen by Duncan. And that's a foul called on John Stockton. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Now Johnson. Pass to Del Negro. There's a screen by Robinson. Johnson surveying the floor. 6 to shoot. Knocked loose. Stolen by Stockton. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Johnson up top. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
Excellent work turning defense into offense.
Gambles always look good when you guess right.
Here's Stockton. Buries it down low.
Tell you what, this speaks to how poised Stockton is. Doesn't get easily rattled inside.
Johnson against Stockton. Here's Duncan. Craig Ostertag with the rebound.
And even though that one didn't go down, that's really good shot selection.
This is what the coaches are encouraging, even when these type of shots don't fall.
Now here's Stockton. Pass to Malone. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton.
Especially lethal in pick and rolls. Malone enjoys dissecting the defense in these sets.
Hornacek against Del Negro. Over Hornacek. Drills the baseline jumper.
With the defender right there. Great concentration.
And so Stockton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
In the last one, scoring at will in that ball game.
Offensively, they stuck to what was working.
It's stolen by Duncan. Pass to Robinson. Malone with the steal. Hornacek against Del Negro. Malone kicks to Stockton. Now, here is Hornacek. Outside, Russell. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Stockton. Offline with his three. Pass to Elliott. Here's Del Negro. Ring shot on the way. It's hauled in by Ostertag.
They can't expect him to miss that shot consistently.
Here's Hornacek. San Antonio with the rebound. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And winning on the road is easier said than done, but the way they capitalized on offense especially stood out to me.
They knew their game plan going into that one and followed it through to a T. Superb work all around.
He doesn't get the second one.
Boy, Del Negro plays with a lot of confidence and good at spacing the floor, and he's a reliable scorer.
Malone, the pass to Hornacek. Misses the three.
That was a great effort defensively, guys. Getting a hand up in the face of the shooter is always an important part of defense.
One-handed, threw it down with power.
Oh, he loves that move.
An iconic one for him.
Here is Stockton after the basket by San Antonio. Fades back, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Spurs leading by 3. Johnson outside. Pass to Duncan. Back to Johnson. Shoots over Stockton. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got 6.
I think he's got to show more fight than that. Can't give up on the play once you get screened. You got to continue to fight through.
And coach is definitely going to be frustrated with that effort, or lack of one, that is.
Malone's shot good.
You can tell Malone is a really instinctive scorer. He doesn't need time to think about his shot. He knows exactly what he's looking for.
San Antonio calls timeout. Spurs leading by 3. Johnson outside. Pass to Del Negro. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Jazz trail by 3. Stockton kicks to Hornacek. Pass to Malone. Over Duncan. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 8 points for him.
Few guys better inside than Karl Malone.
And Duncan gets it to go on the assist by Johnson.
This is what coach wants to see. Moving the ball to where the coverage is weakest.
Stockton outside. Pass to Malone. Rebound San Antonio.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense. Boy, Elliott scores in multiple ways. A very versatile small forward.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Jazz trail by 5. Stockton kicks to Hornacek. Malone, a screen on Del Negro. Hornacek passes to Russell. Stockton outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And, you know, that shot was challenged, but even so, I'm always surprised whenever he misses.
Yeah, had the space, but not that time.
Offensive rebound, Robinson. Off with the layup. The Jazz have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Hornacek kicks to Stockton. Ostertag a screen on Johnson. Here's Stockton. Robinson with the block. And the Spurs pushing it up now. No good from Del Negro. And so Stockton will bring it up for Utah. It's a 5-point game. Tipped away. Malone at the elbow.
Boy, that was simply a ferocious play that time by Stockton. Gets the ball inside, draws the foul, and still insists on getting the shot up.
The Jazz shooting their first foul shots of the night here. And he makes the first. The Spurs making a switch here. Purdue's checked in. Utah also making some changes. Foster's checked in for Ostertag. Morris comes in for Brian Russell. And it's Anderson in for Hornacek.
And he's been locked in from the line, proving he's someone that you don't want to foul.
Here's Del Negro coming off a stellar performance against Boston. On the wing, Malone. Covered by Johnson. Nice ball movement by Utah. Now, here's Stockton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver. He doesn't hit that one.
You know, his scoring has just been AWOL this quarter.
I'm not sure what the issue is, but his team is doing what they can to try and get him going.
Anderson against Del Negro. Johnson, the pass to Elliott. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 3. Anderson finds Stockton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Avery Johnson.
And I like when Stockton looks to score, because at times it makes the defense get over-aggressive.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Persons checked in for Elliott. Jaren Jackson comes in for Del Negro. And Alexander subbed in for Johnson. The Spurs have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Jackson kicks to Alexander. Duncan with a screen on Stockton. On the wing, Duncan. Outside Jackson. Lock at 6. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Alexander, no luck. Utah's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Stockton outside. Pass to Malone. Over Alexander. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Malone's got 10.
Can't leave somebody open on Stockton's team. That's a recipe for disaster.
Alexander passes to Purdue. Here's Duncan, guarded by Malone. To end the drought. Tries again, and it's denied.
Good instincts went Foster the block. Timing wasn't bad either.
The kick out to Anderson. Pass to Stockton. The rebound by the Spurs. Duncan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Alexander. Now Jackson. Here's Person, covered by Morris. No good from Duncan. Utah leading. Stockton the pass to Morris. Outside for Stockton. Ball stolen. And here's the break. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Rising up with power. I like seeing that kind of aggression down low.
The Jazz shooting just 35% to start the game. Stockton passes to Anderson. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Malone down low. Duncan on him. Malone, good. He's got 12.
The mailman delivering the night, door-to-door style. Malone asserting himself well on the offensive end.
Here's Alexander. He has yet to score. Person with the bucket. And you can tell, Clark, these teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, but I love the spirit I'm seeing and feeling out there, Kevin. Already 6 lead changes.
Now, here's Stockton. He's got 6. Malone kicks to Stockton. Anderson dishes to Stockton. On the wing, Malone. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Spurs lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
And, you know, this is a team that has always looked to push it on the break whenever they can.
A very opportunistic approach on offense. I like how aggressive they remain attacking in transition.
Person against Russell. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Such an effective shooter from this in-between area. Person possesses so much confidence in his scoring ability.
Outside Russell. And they call an illegal screen here.
He was just a bit out of position on the screen. He tried to make up for it, but he got caught.
Always a tricky play to call, but the refs were right on it.
Here's Alexander. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Herrera. Here's Person. Lets the 3 fly. Bangs home the trifecta. Person's got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs.
The rifleman, Chuck Person, shoots a consistent percentage from the three-point line. He's a sniper now.
Outside Russell. Pass to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. Robinson pulls it in. Spurs leading by 6. No question, Mike, this offense has some firepower.
And looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
And the Jazz making a change here. Hornacek's checked in.
The Jazz, number 14, Jeff Hornacek.
Jazz trail by 6. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played.
Chuck Person, first personal foul, first team foul.
Here is Russell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And he also put in work on the glass, doing the dirty work for his team as well.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Outside for Jackson. Robinson passes to Person. Pulls it from 20. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Pass to Hornacek. Drains the 19-footer.
I really do love Hornacek's shot selection. It's why he shoots a fantastic percentage.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Steps back. Offensive rebound. Robinson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, sometimes you have to go through the defenders. That's what he tried to do there.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he can't get the first one. And Clark, you look at the evolution of the game, it seems we're seeing less up and down action.
Yeah, it's a little more half court, and also, Kevin, I think isolations have become front and center now. Teams know they can exploit a matchup with no zone defenses allowed, and I think the half court game and the fact that there's no zone really makes every possession count that much more.
Staying one step ahead of the defense. Hornacek gets the pass and takes his shot before they can react.
On the wing, Jackson over Hornacek. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Isley. And here's Carr. Still without a basket.
Brian Russell with the powerful slam. Playing above the rim for sure.
Here's Herrera. Jackson looking it over. Person against Russell. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. There's the pick. Over Hornacek. Jackson, that's good. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Good work from mid-range. I like seeing him look to score from there.
Pass to Hornacek. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Isley. A rebound by the Spurs. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. Here's Alexander. Pass to Jackson, uncovered. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Now it's a 7-point Spurs lead. Utah calls timeout. A different look now for San Antonio. Elliott comes in for Person, and it's Johnson in for Alexander. And a switcher also for Utah. Malone's checked in. Now, here is Hornacek. Malone in the post. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on David Robinson.
You know, you can't go for this if you're the defense. I mean, once Malone has you in the air, it's over. You're done.
He hits both from the stripe.
A big guy who can knock him down from the line. There are no easy tricks or hacks for limiting his offensive output.
On the wing, Jackson. Hornacek covering. Shot by Johnson, no good.
You don't get a lot of those chances. He's going to want that shot back.
Pass to Isley. Russell with it. Here's Isley. Malone, a screen on Johnson. Isley, the pass to Malone. And the jam by Karl Malone.
Great work from Malone, using his muscle to fight through the contact on the way up.
San Antonio leading by 3. Johnson, the pass to Jackson. There's the pick. Pass to Elliott. Back to Jackson. Over Hornacek. Jackson misses. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Isley. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And he makes plays for others, so he can beat you both ways.
From outside the arc, Herrera grabs the board.
Boy, they got lucky on that one.
Yeah, he's an incredible three-point shooter. So you are ecstatic anytime it does go in.
Johnson inside. Pass to Elliott. Here's Herrera. Hornacek covering. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jeff Hornacek.
We see the extra work he puts in from the line. It shows through when he needs it most.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. That one is off. Del Negro, he's checked in for San Antonio. And he sinks the second. Here's Isley. No scoring in this one. Hornacek outside. Pass to Malone. Back to Hornacek. Now Malone, guarded by Robinson. Fader on the way, and it falls over the rim and in. Malone's got 18 points.
You got to appreciate Malone's readiness on offense. I mean, he's always in attack mode and prepared to knock down his shot.
Johnson outside. Del Negro the pass to Robinson. Here's Del Negro. Releases. Rebounded by Malone. Malone's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Russell. Malone right side. Pass to Ostertag. Out to the right wing. Isley the pass to Hornacek. Puts up a deep 3. Here's Malone. No good. That would have tied it. San Antonio leading. Here's Del Negro. Pass to Johnson. Here's Del Negro. Robinson a screen on Hornacek. Herrera passes to Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
And this is simple for Robinson. When given ideal positioning inside, he's ready to finish with strength.
Here's Isley. Still yet to score. Malone left side. A rebound by the Spurs. Herrera's got 4 rebounds in this game. Johnson outside. Pass to Elliott. Del Negro against Hornacek. Goes up on the high post. No good from Del Negro. Jazz trail by 4. They want to break this scoring drought, Mike.
Well, they've had a lid over the basket for a while now.
Indeed. Johnson with it. He has 6. Elliott passes to Del Negro. And it's Ostertag with the rebound.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
It's hauled in by Ostertag. Ostertag's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Malone. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Staying a healthy 60% tonight.
Boy, nice dish that time by Hornacek, doing a good job finding his open teammate.
San Antonio calls timeout. Phil Purdue's checked in for San Antonio. Duncan comes in for Herrera. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group. Foster's checked in for Ostertag. Morris comes in for Brian Russell. Anderson, he's checked in for Jeff Hornacek. And Stockton subbed in for Isaac. Duncan trying to break loose. And Del Negro gets it to go. And so Stockton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 4. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. From the arc. And he's good on the 3 ball. Stockton's got 9.
Really accurate from deep, John Stockton, a sharpshooter.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Shoots from the elbow. Duncan, the pass to Purdue. A second chance effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Hey, sometimes you just got to take a foul. That's the best way to protect the basket.
Yep, better to send him to the line than allow an easy layup.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
This team doesn't ask Will Purdue to score much. They want him to do the little things. And Purdue is great at that.
Stockton finds Anderson. Morris outside. Pass to Stockton. And they recover it. Malone in the post. He's guarded by Purdue.
And you like that nice defensive play. Altered the shot and then stayed right with it to clean up the glass.
Duncan right side. Duncan against Foster. Jazz passing it around. Anderson outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Malone. Over Purdue. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
He tried to get space with the fadeaway, but it might have just disrupted his shot even more.
out that one.
What anticipation to get rid of it quickly. Saw the D closing in and let it fly.
Now here's Stockton. 9 points in the game so far. Malone sets the pick for Stockton. Malone, no luck. Spurs leading by 4.
You know, if they handle this right, they might be taking the last shot of the period.
Patience is the key. The defense wants to make them rush and make mistakes here.
To the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
The ball goes to Utah. Substitution for your Spurs. Number 2, Jaren Jackson.
Stockton from outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Spurs. They lead by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game so far from Karl Malone.
Already has racked up a double-double through the first half. We call that a stat sheet stuffer.
And if he can carry that performance into the second half, he's going to have some monster numbers.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Del Negro. With the putback. Malone with the rebound. Jazz trail by 4. Stockton looking around. It's Hornacek on the wing. No good with the triple.
He is not missing too many of those. Count on it.
Defensively, that's not the game plan. But sometimes you get lucky.
Duncan can't hit.
Not officially a block, but it's one in my book.
He really affected the shot. Was in great position. Textbook defense.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. Free throw good, Stockton.
Tell you what, if you let me pick just one point guard to run my offense, man, you could not go wrong with John Stockton. He might be my first pick. He's a prototypical textbook point guard.
Now, here's Johnson. The shot missing. Nice D from Russell. Stockton outside. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Malone kicks to Stockton. Good, and the assist goes to Malone.
3 points.
Stockton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Such a pro at reading defenses. Stockton is terrific at recognizing when to go right up with the shot.
Robinson sets a screen for Johnson. Robinson on the wing. Ostertag defending. The 8-footer, and it's Robinson with the bucket inside. Robinson's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, I like the interior game of Robinson. Really does a nice job with getting deep position and then going to work.
Hornacek from long range, and the 3 ball is good. Hornacek's got the lead up to 2 now for Utah. Clark, isn't it amazing? Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight. I love seeing that.
Now here's Duncan. Back to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Robinson sets a screen for Johnson. Over Stockton. Johnson can't get it to go.
You know, he's taking shot after shot after shot, but still can't break out of this cold streak.
At this point, it's all mental. He's in his own head, not letting the shots come naturally.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
San Antonio calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by Karl Malone.
Just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. He's pretty much dictated the pace with the steady offense inside. And the timeout right now, probably going to be making some adjustments.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Del Negro the pass to Elliott. Here's Del Negro. Duncan with a screen on Hornacek. 6 on the shot clock. Del Negro, the step back jumper is good. Del Negro's got 9 points.
You know, even if they anticipated the step back coming, the defense didn't offer a ton of resistance.
Malone, a screen on Del Negro. Hornacek kicks to Stockton. The shot's good.
John Stockton.
Stockton's got the lead back up to 4 now for Utah.
You know, I think they've got to show a little more anticipation dealing with these screens, because right now they're just laying on them and getting stuck.
Look, you have to go over the top or duck under. Right now, they're seemingly trying to go through the screen.
And that's a foul called on John Stockton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Now that one from Del Negro.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
And so Stockton will bring it up for Utah. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. On the wing, Malone. Over Duncan. San Antonio with the rebound. Now Johnson. 6 points for him. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Pass to Malone. And the layup is good. 22 points for Karl Malone.
Hornacek, a really solid team player. Outstanding at getting his guys going with his passing.
Johnson, the pass to Del Negro. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Jazz have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Stockton outside. On the wing, Malone. Back to Stockton. 4 on the clock. From 18 feet away. And there's Karl Malone on the assist by Stockton.
John Stockton.
Stockton's got his 7th assist here tonight. Robinson sets a screen for Johnson. Robinson misses. Jazz leading by 4. Stockton outside. Kicks it out to Hornacek. Outside, Russell. The Jazz working the ball around now. Out to the right wing. Hornacek from long range. Here's Malone, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, there's no easy way to stop Malone inside without fouling him. He's got so much strength.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Utah.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
I give credit to the coaches and players. Clearly, the staff stressed scoring it inside as well. And the players are executed.
Jackson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Alexander comes in for Johnson. Duncan with the screen for Jackson. Pass to Alexander. 3-pointer. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Alexander's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now here's Stockton. 16 points for him. Down low. Ostertag gets the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 3. So it's the Spurs now. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by Karl Malone.
And he looks to be in total control right now. The defense keeps failing to slow him down. And the more he scores, the more confidence he gains.
Foster's checked in for Greg Ostertag.
Number 44, Greg Foster.
On defense, the Jazz. Here's Jackson. And it comes off the front of the rim. Jazz leading by 3. Stockton outside. Jackson against Hornacek. Back to Stockton. Just 5 on the clock. Malone sets the pick for Stockton. Shoots from 14. Rebound San Antonio. Duncan's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Poked loose and stolen by Russell. Stockton dishes to Malone. And then Malone with the dunk.
The flush. Malone is another level athlete.
Alexander passes to Robinson. And here's Jackson. Offensive rebound. Elliott laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The goal of offenses should be getting the easiest shot possible. And generally speaking, the closer you are, the easier to score.
Now, here's Stockton. He's got 16. Malone kicks to Stockton. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Jackson passes to Robinson. Outside Jackson. To the inside. Hornacek with the steal. Russell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Excellent anticipation there on the defensive end. Almost got the steal.
Yeah, can't be loose with the ball around him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Purdue, he's checked in for Robinson. And Person subbed in for Elliott. Shot clock at 6. Here's Malone. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
You cannot afford mistakes like that, especially in a tight game.
Here's Alexander. Pass to Duncan. Spins. Here's Jackson. The shot, no good. Malone with some nice D. Stockton dishes to Foster. Great D that time from Duncan. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Alexander. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
That's not a bad look. He missed that chance, but he'll get them to fall if he gets space like that.
Stockton passes to Hornacek. Back to Stockton. Pass to Malone. 5 to shoot. Utah moving it around. Over Purdue. Malone can't hit. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Alexander. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter. Stockton outside. Pass to Malone. Trying to end the drought. And the jam by Karl Malone.
Look at the mailman getting through that contact. Not allowing a little foul to hold off his shot.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
Last time out, he was absolutely amazing from the line.
Got to take advantage of the freebies, or you're leaving points on the table.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Carr, he's checked in for Foster. Morris comes in for Brian Russell. And it's Anderson in for Jeff Hornacek. Here's Person. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Duncan. Here's Purdue. Here's Alexander. Here's Person, covered by Morris. Here's Duncan. Here's Purdue. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Carr with the ball. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Carr's got the lead up to 6 now for Utah.
Fantastic work by Carr. Getting the ball in a good spot and going into attack mode.
Here's Alexander. He's covered by Stockton. Alexander passes to Person. No good from outside. And so Stockton will bring it up for Utah. 54 seconds left here in the third quarter. Malone finds Stockton. Malone against Purdue. Low block shot. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Duncan's Spurs trail by 6. Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for him.
And they need to recover as soon as possible.
To the right side. Here's Purdue. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Unselfish pass by Person. He just wants to see the team put points on the board. Doesn't have to be him.
And here's Stockton. 16 points for him. Pass to Carr. Inside. Cuts off the pass. Karl Malone getting it done for the Jazz. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that came from. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Over to the wing. Here's Carr. Off the left rim and out. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Alexander. Outside Jackson. Pass to Alexander. Tries the spin move. Back to Jackson. Over Isaac. And it's Carr with the rebound. Utah leading by 4. Anderson passes to Isley. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Spurs. Pass to Person. Here's Robinson, and the layup's good off the glass. Robinson's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Spurs. The Jazz shooting around 41% on the night. Now Carr. To the middle. Wants to get it to Robinson, and does. Ostertag against Person. Pass to Alexander. To the paint. Here's Robinson, and it's all evened up. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A nice sense of when to move the ball and get the assist.
Carr with the ball. Pass to Isley. Here's the teardrop. He lays it in. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Brilliant use of the floater. Measuring it to perfection and dropping it in with ease.
Jackson against Anderson. Jackson passes to Person. To take the lead. They get it back. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Rebound, Utah. Ostertag's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Isley. Carr with a screen on Robinson. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's a 5-point Utah lead.
Exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Here's Alexander. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Robinson down low. He's against Ostertag. Robinson misses. Jazz leading by 5. The drive by Russell. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Doing what they can to grow this lead as the clock winds down.
Got to make it as difficult as possible for there to be any kind of comeback. This is just what they want to be doing.
Here's Person. Pass to Jackson. for Anderson. And Jackson gets it to go.
With the game in the balance, he is ramping up his intensity. You can feel it.
And that's exactly what Coach needs from him. A big offensive effort down the stretch.
Anderson outside. Now Carr. And it's Russell in the corner. Anderson outside. Out to Russell. Here's the three. Trains the three-pointer. Russell's got the lead up to 8 now for the Jam.
Ever since halftime, they have been parked out at the arc, dropping bomb after bomb.
And who can blame them? When you're hitting like this, you've got to just keep it going.
Person. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
An active scorer. Person draws fouls because he's so assertive on this end.
Your Spurs, Chuck Person, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Johnson, he's checked in for Alexander. The Jazz also changing it up. Malone's checked in for Carr. Hornacek comes in for Anderson. And Stockton subbed in for Isaac.
For somebody at his size or any size, Chuck Person is an elite shooter, stretching the floor, and he's a matchup problem because of that.
Now, here's Stockton. Pass to Hornacek. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Defense got all kinds of fortunate right there. Usually he takes full advantage of that situation.
I'm sure he'll take another shot at it if they keep giving him openings.
Here's Stockton after the basket by Jaren Jackson. Stockton with it. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Hornacek, no luck. Spurs trail by 4. Johnson outside. Pass to Person. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Jazz. Now Stockton. Hornacek right side. Back to Stockton. The Jazz working the ball around now. Malone, a screen on Jackson. The offensive rebound. Outside for Stockton. Pass to Russell. Launches it. And John Stockton gets the 3. Stockton's got 10 points here in the second half.
How about the damage they've done from deep? Sniping away with great confidence.
They're certainly taking threes in bunches. Can't blame them given the results they're seeing right now.
Now here's Jackson. Baseline jumper. Malone with the rebound. And so Stockton will bring it up for Utah. They lead by 7. Pass to Malone. And the jam by Karl Malone. San Antonio's got... They're on a 15-6 run. Malone outside. A different look now for San Antonio. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Herrera. Elliott comes in for Person. And it's Del Negro in for Jaren Jackson. And a switcher also for Utah. Anderson, he's checked in for Brian Russell. Stockton against Johnson. Pass to Elliott. Del Negro against Hornacek. Here's Del Negro. Kicks it out to Johnson. Utah with the rebound. Anderson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Stockton the pass to Hornacek. Back to Stockton. And It's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Pass to Anderson. The three. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here is Elliott. Here's Del Negro. On the wing, Duncan. Just 4 to shoot. And there's the call on Karl Malone. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Noble effort to take the charge, but I don't think he was quite set there.
Yeah, you could see him still leaning just a bit. Tough foul to take.
Timeout, Spurs. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Spurs head coach go over the game plan during the timeout. He told his team they're being too reckless with the ball. He said, you're turning it over left and right. You got to be smarter and more in control out there. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David.
This demonstrates how powerful Duncan is. This young forward is fantastic scoring through contact.
Stockton the pass to Anderson. Now, here is Hornacek. Ostertag, a screen on Johnson. Stockton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Tim Duncan picks one up.
At the line for the Jazz, Greg Ostertag. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. That one is no good. Spurs trail by 8. Trying to find a way out of this rut, Mike.
Yeah, looking to regain some momentum offensively.
It's tipped. Stockton with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Hornacek. Good, and it's Malone picking up the assist. Hornacek's got the lead up to 10 now for the Jazz. Now, here's Johnson. Here's Duncan. Pass to Del Negro. Johnson dishes to Duncan. Down low. And the dunk by Duncan.
Best of luck stopping him on his way to the rim.
Yep, seems to have a little extra bounce.
Such an advantage to go over the top once you're inside.
Now, here's Stockton. Malone sets the pick for Stockton. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Malone missing. Spurs trail by 8. Johnson outside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Johnson against Stockton. Pass to Malone. Lets it go from 14. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
This one's close to being over.
I think if they get a couple stops, this game is toast.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. Here's Del Negro. The three-pointer, no good. 32 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Malone. Back to Stockton. 6 on the shot clock. Releases from 15. It's hauled in by Duncan. And here is Johnson. Elliott the bucket. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Andrew Johnson. 5th personal foul. 2nd team foul.
So it's Utah with the win. And they got to feel good about this win, Mike. They worked hard to come away with it.
Yeah, it's a testament to their work ethic as well as their coaching. Everyone came together in order to grab this road victory.
And they needed everyone to have all hands on deck, didn't they?
They sure did.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For our terrific reporter, David Aldridge, along with Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, I'm Kevin Harlan, saying thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time